Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to go over how to edit a template in Canva. We're going to specifically use a chip bag template that I have, and we're going to just go through how to edit and change everything inside of Canva. So once you get a PDF from wherever you are getting your template from, you are going to click. Normally there is a link that you click that will open that for you. Because this is my template, it has the edit template option. You will not have that. You will only see use template for a new design. So what that is doing is copying that template for you so that that original template is not being edited by your customer. So now that we have it open, you can go ahead and start editing right away. I recommend anytime you get a new template, I would put this in a folder inside of Canva that you do not touch so that you can go back to the unedited version at any time. And we're just going to do file, make a copy. So now we have the second version up. Now we have that original. There's two tabs. So I went back to the original tab. You would go to file, move to folder, and put that in a folder where I would name something like templates, originals, something. You would make a folder and just put it there. You would click it and it would save that first one before you made the copy there. But we are going to not touch this one. We are going to use the copy again so that we have that original that is untouched. Now, if you keep your PDF, you will have the link to be able to open it again. However, depending on how much time goes by or what the terms and services are of the person you bought the template for, it may not be there forever. You might have 6 months to access it. You may have a year. It just depends on the people, and it depends on like updates that often happen inside of Canva. There was a time like a month ago or something where everyone's template links stopped working and they had to regenerate template links. So if you sold like a template with a PDF and had that link, those links no longer worked. So things like that can come up. So I just recommend copying the original so that you have that and you don't have to go through any issues like that. So now that we have it open, we are going to go ahead and start editing. So as you can see, I have guides and rulers set up on this so that you can see where the design needs to be in bounds. Um, if you don't have these on, you will want to go to File, Settings, and you'll want to click Show Rulers and Guides, and that will bring up the rulers and guides because it is included inside the design. So again, you'll go to File, Settings, Show Rulers and Guides, and then it'll bring up those lines. The reason now, if you're just editing what's here and you're not adding anything extra, anything special, everything is set inside of those lines already. However, if you're trying to go a little bit further and put extra clip art or images or things in the background, you will want to have the guides on so that you can see where you need to be in bounds, because the paper will fold when um, you have to fold it around the chips. And if you have something too close to the line or on the line, then it is going to be on the side of the bag um, on the design. And I hope that makes sense. But so you just want to stay inside of rule the lines a decent amount. It doesn't really matter here. I just kept those so that if you like delete things or are changing, that you know like where the edges of the chip bag would be or where you would crimp it at, just for your visuals. But these middle guides are the most important ones. And then this outside area right here, this is where the glue will go. So depending on, you won't want to put anything too far over so that you can put your glue or tape there to assemble your bag. Okay, so now let's get into the actual designing. So first things first, we'll want to change out, this is just a mock image. So we want to bring in our actual graduate that we are doing this design for. So for this, if you've never uploaded an image inside of Canva, you will want to go to upload, and you can upload your the graduate image there. You can also open up your downloads folder and you can just drag it inside of here or inside directly onto your screen. So that is how you will want to bring in your image. I have one here, so we're just gonna scroll down and find it. So we're just gonna bring in her. And so Now that she's here, we are going to go ahead and do background remover. Now you can do this one of two ways. You can do background remover, or you can do magic grab, which is over here under edit, um, and under the magic studio here. We're just going to do background remover, but sometimes some images may have problems deleting the background, especially when it comes to hair. So if you have a problem where too much is getting took off or like weird spots, you can just do the magic grab, and that usually works really good to fix that problem. So we're going to go ahead and just do background remover. It's going to take a moment, and the background is removed. If you are using the free version of Canva, you cannot do the background remover. You'll have to take it into another software. And I do have Canva Pro, so keep that in mind. So we're going to delete. Oops, we're going to delete the original image. We're going to drag her and center her in. When you're centering, you see how that dotted line has came up. That is showing you if it's here or here, it's off. But once you start seeing that line in the middle, that is how you know your image is centered. Right there. So we have her centered. We're going to change her name. We're just going to double click on it. I'm going to hit my cap locks, and we're going to change her name. We're just going to make up a name. Sarah Fisher. So you see that I typed it in because the name is longer than the original. It's doing it like that. We don't want it to be done. I mean, if you want it like that, you can just drag it up, and go here to the spacing, and then you can fix the line spacing so that it is closer together. So you can do that. However, I don't want to do that. I want it to be the one line like the other. So we're just going to drag that edge there, and then it goes ahead and fixes it. Goes ahead and fixes it for you. Now for me, like I told you, the guidelines are right there. It won't be cut off, but I feel like I'm not going to see the name as well as I want to. So we're going to make the name just a little smaller so that way we don't have that issue. We're going to center it again with the 3 lines so that way when it's folded, we can still see the full name. So we have her name, the picture. We're good to go. If you want to download, print, start assembling right now, that is the only things you really need to change is the image and the name. Everything else is just graduation facts, the thank you message. There's nothing personalized in that. However, you can take it a step further. So I'm going to just duplicate this page so that let's say we start designing, we don't like what we did, we have that original here and we can go back to that. But now you can just start changing whatever you want. So let's say you don't like the circle background. We can delete that. It leaves the ombre background there. So we can print it like that. Or let's say we want to start adding some different elements or a different background. We can do that as well. So let's go to elements over here, and let's say we want to do, I'm just going to search back. Let's search red background. And then we can bring in whatever background we want. Let's say we want to do white and red. We can bring that in here. And then we would just right click, hit layer, and we're going to show layers. And we're just going to drag that right here. So now we have that. However, as you can see, the words don't fit, so you can change the word color, but I don't like that. So we're just going to click on the background again, hit delete, and we're going to find another one. So let's do this one. It's a little darker. We're going to stretch that out. And it's going to bring in, see that texture. We're going to do layer again. Show layers. It's going to bring up the layer menu. We're going to click on it. It's going to turn purple. We are going to drag that down to right above there. So now we have this. So if you like the darker look, awesome. However, it's a little too dark, so we're going to kind of blend it into the other background by going up to the menu here, hitting transparency, and we're going to lower it until we like what it looks like. So you can go as low as you want. Now I don't see any of the texture or color, so we want to bring just a little more back in. So maybe like around there. So it gives us a little texture, a little bit more color, a little bit more depth. I like that. So now let's kind of bring in some elements. Let's maybe do paper and see if there's like a cute paper we can put. this one and drag the corner so it fits from edge to edge. We're going to right click, layer, show layers again so that we can pull this down behind her and all the words. So now we have the cute paper. You can do more than one if you want. I think I'm just going to leave the one though. I think that's a little too much. So now we have the paper. It's kind of cute. You can, again, the words may be a little hard to read, so we can change the color or do effects on there and do an outline so that you can see that. So we're going to do an outline with black text. So now it's going to pop against that white so it can be read better. Again, let me show again because I feel like it kind of went fast. You can click the words, click effects, and then you can just pick whatever effects you want. I chose outline, and then we chose the color of black, and then that made that pop against the white. So now we have that. So let's see if, let's search grad and just see what they may have. So they have, now as we're going in to do these, you do have to pay attention to the pro and free versions. If it's a free one and you have a free account, that allows you to download it just fine. However, if you put a pro element on here and then you go to download it, it will not let you download it without paying for that element. So let's say we want to put a little hat on the back here. Let's do maybe a diploma. Let's do gold. Let's bring the diploma. It's right in front of her, so that's perfect. We don't have to change layers. We're going to hit the little circle, the arrow, and we're just going to turn it a bit and shrink it down just a tad. So now we have that. And then you can bring in any other elements you want. I think I'm just good with that, keeping it kind of simple. They have a whole bunch of different elements that you can use. So now we have this. You can also bring elements from other places. Like if you want to go to Creative Fabrica or you have Etsy purchase clip art, you can bring your clip art in here. So now we have everything done. You can also remove, like if you want to take these off, you can, and just print them without these lines. Or if you want to use an actual physical crimper, remove these lines and then you can print it out and do the physical crimps yourself. I prefer the lazy route of using the printed crimps. So now that we're all done, we are going to go to share. We're going to hit download. You can do a PNG. Best for printing is to do PDF standard. There are 10 different pages, now 11 because we made a copy. So you will want to click that and either click current page or find whichever pages you want to print and click those specifically. So we're going to click the current page, we're going to click done, and we're going to click download. Now, if you are in the free version and you have any paid elements, when you hit the download button, it's going to tell you, no, can't do it. You have the free version and there are paid elements. It's going to tell you what the element is so that you can remove it if you don't want it, or it's going to tell you you need to pay for it. So I just want you to be aware of that. We're going to do, so now the download box comes up where you want to name this. We're going to do grad chip bag. And we're going to click save. And now that PDF is saved into our computer. And you can print as you see fit. So that is how we took this original one with a different girl and we turned it into this one. We are customizing, changing it up, making it special for that person, but we have a template so that it's easier to do that. It's so much easier to start with a template, especially if you're like newer to design, because then you can just change up the words and add some things and you have a base to start on. If you're somebody who wants to do this from the beginning, then you will have to get, the sizing and go ahead and create everything yourself. But templates are so much more easy to work with. So I hope you got some good information from this. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down at the bottom. I will make additional videos if that is needed or answer those questions. If you're interested in purchasing this chip bag, I will also have it linked in my bio, or in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share if anybody could use this information, and you guys have a great day.